Hello Scorpio, welcome to your monthly reading for January. I want to take this time also to wish you a very happy new year, and I hope that this year brings you all that you wish for. Now we have the overall energy for this reading. We have the 4-week breakdown of how the energies are likely to play out. We have an additional oracle as additional information and insight, and we have a blessing for January. So Scorpio, your reading starts with, or your overall energy, so the energy that permeates throughout this reading is old habits. And the card says, an old habit may be keeping you from moving forward. And you've got the ego here, which in traditional tarot is the devil. And the devil is our habits and things that we do, thoughts, feelings that hold us back, that are no longer aligned with us, but we're just so used to doing them, we're so used to thinking them, that we fall into that old habit and it doesn't move us forward. And I get this sense of looking at this card, it's like the painting of this fabric is in the shape, like I'm seeing it as a horseshoe, and I'm kind of seeing that you're either going around and around in circle, or you're doing a trip and then you're hitting a dead end, and then you're coming back and hitting a dead end, and coming back and hitting a dead end. So there's this sense of, you know the saying, sorry, I just lost it then. It's like, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten. And the other one is, I think it was by Albert Einstein, and it's the sign of insanity is the doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So Scorpio, there's a sense of repetition here. There's a sense of knocking your head against a brick wall and kind of going, why can't I get this? Why can't I get to that next stage? And it's because you just, it's almost like you're not seeing what you need to see. It's almost like there's a lesson here to be learned, but you're just not seeing it. It can also be, you know, these old habits, I'm getting a sense of being stuck in your way. It's like, well, I've always done it like this. You know, and that can be a mindset. It just can be an action. But there's something that this is a habit. There's something about repetition here. And there's a sense that even though this is not comfortable, you're in a comfort zone almost. And it's not a good one. It's just kind of like, oh, well, I'm wondering, I just got, oh, well, this is my lot in life. So there's a sense of settling. And there is this sense that you do want to move forward. You know, you want to move forward, and that's why you keep butting your head against this wall. But you're trying to move forward from an old perspective, from an old way of being, doing, acting, thinking. And there's no alignment in that. You know, there's when we want to change our outside world, the way that we start is by changing ourselves. If we don't change ourselves, it's maybe not impossible, but it's almost impossible to change your outside world, because you might change it a little bit, but only to realize, oh, you know, It's a different neighborhood, but it's exactly the same feel. It's exactly the same situation. I've got a different house, but it's got all the same problems. I've started in a new company, but I'm doing exactly the same thing. So there will be things that change only to once we get into it that we realize, oh, okay, I might be on a different spot in the map, if you like. But the feelings, the emotions, it's all the same. And there's a real sense of that here. And there's a real sense as well, Scorpio, that you want to move forward. You are being guided to move forward. I see the sun in this reading as your soul calling. So we've got the 10 of Wands and the Sun card. And I feel this is you hitting your head against a brick wall. And there's no judgment here, because, oh my gosh, I've hit my head against a brick wall so many times. You know, afterwards with hindsight, of course, the beauty of hindsight, I realize, how did I not see that? How did I not realize I was hitting my head against a brick wall? I was saying, ouch, but I just wasn't doing anything different. So Scorpio, there's no judgment here. There's great sympathy, because I think we can all say we know what that's like. And I feel that Spirit wants you to drop the burdens. It wants you to drop the difficulties. It wants you to drop whatever's not working. And I feel that you're really close to seeing what you're doing, Scorpio, because it's the 10 of Wands. And so the 10 of Wands is it's like the end of these burdens. It's the end of this journey. So I feel like you're nearly there. And like I said earlier, the sun in your reading, Scorpio, I'm really seeing it like it's your soul calling you forward. And even though you're burdened and you can't see the way, you can feel this. And I feel that's why there's this need to move forward. There's this attraction to move forward. And your soul's calling you forward to clarity, to more joy, to more abundance. You know, these energies couldn't be more different. This is open. His head's high, he can see. And this is really back-breaking, burdened, tired. I'm not sure I'm going to make it. I'm not sure I can do this. When will this end kind of energy? Very soon, Scorpio, very soon. And there might be some of you that are saying, why don't I just be happy with what I've got? Why do I have to just even do anything different? You might be feeling that in you as well. It's this soul calling. You can't ignore it. We get to a point in our life where our soul calls us so loudly. There's just this pull, this magnetic pull that we might drag our feet. We might try to fill our life with a billion other things so that we can hide from it, but we just drag everything with it. It just makes it so much harder. But there's this new journey for you. And I love how you have the 3 of Pentacles and the ego, which is the devil card, together. I'm going to read each card. So the 3 of Pentacles is do what you love. I'm not sure if you can read that. Do what you love. Recognition for the highest quality of work, especially creative endeavors. Being well paid for your craft. Working well with others. An excellent reputation. And then the ego, the illusion of being trapped. Accept responsibility for your situation and then make choices that support your path to happiness. Addictions or unhealthy habits. And there's that habits again. I'm feeling, Scorpio, there's something in your day-to-day life, in your day-to-day habits, that is stopping you from fulfilling something really aligned with your natural gifts and talents. This is doing your craft. This is doing what you love with dedication. You feel inspired. And this is doing it out of duty. Doing it because you don't feel you have a choice, because everything's imposed on you. Doing it out of habit. Doing it because you can't see your way out. You're just stuck and that's life, and well, I'm just going to put up with it. Scorpio, I'm being drawn to say putting up with something is not the same thing as acceptance. When you put up with something, you say, oh well, this is all I'm worth. When you accept something, you say, this is where I am now, but I'm worthy of so much more, and I'm moving forward. There's a big difference, and there might be a sense that's come through really loud and clear to me. So there might be a sense of taking both those sides, of just putting up with something and really accepting something, and deep diving into that and what that means to you, seeing the difference, feeling the difference, so that you can understand the difference. One is passive. This is my lot in life, is passive. It's giving up. It's not taking responsibility for yourself, because it's saying, oh well, what can I do? I'm just giving up. But accepting something is acknowledging, okay, my past choices brought me to this point in time, to this place in time. Okay, I acknowledge I'm here now. Okay, where do I want to be? What do I want? I'm not a victim. I can make new choices. I'm going to see clearly on what I want, and I'm going to walk away from that doesn't serve me. So there's a sense, when we accept things, we're empowered. When we put up with things, we're disempowered. We're victims. And there's a real sense of understanding the difference, Scorpio. And I'm sure you do, but there's a sense of, applying it to your life then. Once we understand something, that's the very beginning, isn't it? That's the first blessing. Is like, oh, I see that now. And then it's bringing it into our day-to-day life, bringing it into the way we work in our life, the way we take action, the way we think, the way we interact. And that's how we break old habits. That's how we change. That's how we do things differently, that then bring us to a new place. Because I'm not sensing in this reading, Scorpio, that it's others that are holding you back, that it's others that are challenging you, that it's others that are making your life difficult. I feel that I'm wondering if some of you have given up and just gone, oh well, you know what, this is as good as it's going to get. I'm just going to stick it out. And there's this sense of, oh well. And so there's a sense of giving up on your dreams and dimming your light. And it brings us to the dolphin spirit. And the dolphin spirit says this and that are true. And it's basically saying, Scorpio, whichever energy you embrace, it's going to be true for you. This and that are true. If you see difficulty and hardship, that's all you're going to see, because that's what you go looking for. If you believe that you'll always find the answer, everything will always come good, you'll always achieve what you need to achieve, that's what you go looking for, so that's what you're going to find. And there's a sense of, in order to break these habits, in order to get yourself, I just got the word get yourself out of a rut, it's seeking your truth. What is your truth, Scorpio? Because that will guide you to see what's hindering you. Do I believe the world is a cruel place? Do I believe the world is a magical place? You know, that two people coming at the world like that, they might experience the exact same thing, but one of them is going to struggle more than the other, because there's a truth inside of them that has to reflect. So our truth, our reality reflects our truth. And what our truths are will enable us to bounce back more or less easily from the difficulties we experience in life, because that's a given. We all experience difficulties in life. There's not one person that has no difficulties in this world. We all have difficulties. It's just a matter of what are we embracing. And Scorpio, your blessing for this month is blessings from your soul. You are a radiant being with many unique talents. Look with the eyes of love and you will see this. Feel the creative power within you and the blessings pouring in as the healing light of your soul flows into every part of you. I'm going to leave you with that blessing, Scorpio. Namaste, my friends. Love and light. Take good care of yourselves. Have a wonderful month, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.